Good evening, everyone. Bear with me just a moment as I attempt a delicate transfer of resources from one vessel to another. Not a space vessel, this time. Drinking vessel. Still very important. Just a different kind of science. Here's some nice ASMR for you. Good way to start off the stream. There we go. Happy Thursday. So, we are playing more Outer Wilds tonight. As I prepare myself some so important refreshment. Because I tend to ramble in these opening bits more than I do in any other game so far, which is impressive because I already felt like I rambled a lot. But this game seems to merit preamble more than most. Hey, Bob. So yeah, do we get a tiefling next? Very good. Uh, yeah, we learned a bunch last time. Between more or less wrapping up the Ember Twin. I don't know that we're wrapped up on the Ember Twin. We got a lot uh done on the Ember Twin. Briefly bounced off the Interloper. I have a feeling we're going back there. I don't know if we're going back there tonight. My theory on how we would get inside the Interloper was quickly disproven, but I reread some things that we learned earlier, and I think I skipped over an important detail. I don't think that's where we're going to start tonight, but I've got a pin in that for later. Brill Hollow was where we spent the kind of the back half of the stream last time, and we learned some very important details that we didn't have last time, including kind of accidentally, I guess, because we started the stream reading the notes of a number of Nomian children who were playing a game around the anglerfish bones. That was honestly very cute. And then we got to read the notes of those same Nomians as adults inside Brittle Hollow, which was, I thought, very cool and a happy accident. Honestly, that was kind of nice and also a little bit scary. It's fine, but yeah. So, uh, unfortunately, we still have a number of questions to answer, including discreetly why they wanted to build the Sun Station, which I think is still the reason that everything went wibbly. It seems to be to generate enough power to create to go back 22 minutes in time, but why they needed to do that, don't know. That's we still have two planets to visit. I don't think we're getting to either of them tonight because I still intend to go back to Brittle Hollow until I can figure out either how to get us into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, or the Southern Observatory, or the Black Hole Forge. We did figure out how to make the Black Hole Forge go up and down, or down and up. Did that do anything for us? But we made it do a thing, and you know what? That's something. That sure is something. Uh, so we got that going for us. But we also found a map which reminded me that there is a gravity cannon on Brittle Hollow. So that's one of the things on my list to check out tonight, is to try and find that silly thing. One would think would be pretty easy to locate. It's large. The only one that we have been using recently on the Ember Twin is pretty large. So we're gonna look for that thing. There's a couple of other landmarks on the map, assuming it is a map on Brittle Hollow. Um, one of which is definitely the gravity cannon. One of which I'm almost certain is the Southern Observatory. The other two, I think I recognize, but I don't remember exactly. So I might spend at least a little time in the loop just trying to figure out exactly where the things on the map are, because, well, you know what, let's see. Let's do some editing in real time. That always works out well. Everyone loves it when you do that. No, that's not the right thing. OBS, listen, we can work together as friends, you and I. Let's call this yeah, map. so that I'll remember to remove it later. And I'm gonna show you the map that I'm looking at briefly, so that we have a frame of reference here. So, uh, this is the map. I was just gonna put it over here next to me. Um, so there's the Southern Observatory thing. Um, that's on the southern piece. There's, I think, the black hole itself in the middle. There's the gravity cannon on the right. I think the Hanging City is the north, and I can't actually remember what's on the left, although that might. The fact that it's surrounded by like orange bits makes me wonder if that is something else entirely. Genuinely don't know. But the thing is, in between all of these are lines connecting them, but not just lines connecting them, specifically a row of arrows pointing in a direction, right? And I'm wondering if that's telling us where to go to get things. And one of those series of arrows points from the gravity cannon to the Southern Observatory, which Ryback told us that there's not a way to get to the Southern Observatory from the surface. Well, there's a series of arrows pointing from the gravity cannon to the Southern Observatory. So if we go to the gravity cannon, maybe we can use it to get to the Southern Observatory. This is my theory. Will it be proven accurate? We're gonna do science to it. So that's there. That was my TED talk on how Andy's gonna try to get into the Southern Observatory tonight, maybe. This is why I needed to pour my lemonade into a more easily drinkable drink vessel thing. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Bob, for the quote. Anyway, um, so we're going back to Brittle Hollow, is what I'm saying, because we have many things to investigate, to look for, to attempt to do there, and the gravity cannon is the probably the first one. Um, I have a very silly theory about attempting to move the black hole forge and then take the warp tower from the Ember Twin and then attempt to, while we're upside down in that brief moment where gravity is still relative, jump and try to land on the black hole forge to see if we can get inside of it. I don't think that's possible. But if we end up with like 10 minutes left at the end of the stream, I'm going to try it and we'll Evel Knievel it and we'll see what happens. Because maybe that's how we get into the forge. I also, in the midst of all of this, have genuinely forgotten where the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is. Because we found it one time when it fell into Whitehall Station along with everything else. But I felt like at one point we had identified where it is. It's possible I've been assuming it was on the fourth floor this whole time, and now we know that that's not quite true. So that's another thing I need to do, is first figure out where the hell is the damn thing, so we know we're headed in the right direction. But yeah, one thing at a time. You only live a whole bunch of times. Yeah, yeah. Also, Yo Law Bot should probably be a Markov bot on some social media platform by now if it isn't already. It's you have a legal question, you go Yo Law Bot, and just you tweet your question at them and they answer. But I feel like that's already a thing. If it's not, it ought to be. You know what's also a thing is our content warnings. That's my stretching for a segue. Before we get into the game and my attempts at finding things, let's get to some things that other people have found, which is a number of content warnings related to Outer Wilds. This is a space survival game, and as we encountered at least once last time, there are instances where I'm going to goof it hard. So please be warned that there may be scenes, particularly regarding audio instances of suffocation. There will almost certainly be many instances of falling or being towards high edges and heights, especially here at Brittle Hollow. So heavy warning on that one. I don't think we have to worry about drowning because I don't plan to go to Giants Deep tonight. I'll reiterate that warning if we head that way. Probably not too many confined spaces because we're not heading back to the Ember Twin, but there's a chance that we'll end up in some tight spaces, including the ship itself. So just a fair warning that there are some cramped rooms and passageways in some parts of this game. A number of the notes that we find, as well as honestly, we find a number of skeletal remains of the Nomai. Um, some of those skeletons are small. So, just a general content warning that we will find lots of evidence of death, including death of children, death of parents, either referenced or visually shown through that form of storytelling. We've seen at least one jump scare. Luckily, those have been few and far between. I've been told that those are largely on Dark Bramble with the anglerfish, so hopefully we won't have any more of those tonight, but just a fair warning that there's a possibility that there may be some of those waiting for us that I'm not aware of yet. I believe the attempted suicide is only in the DLC, which we will not be doing, and flashing lights should only be at the ending, which we won't be getting to tonight. For a more comprehensive list and more detailed descriptions of where to expect the various bits of content in case you are worried about anything that this game might contain, check out doesthedogdie.com and search for Outer Wilds. You'll find a much better documented list with things that I haven't included here. That this is just the stuff that I know for myself and for other members of our regular crowd is definitely stuff that needs to be mentioned. And just generally seems wise to be mentioned. But there are other things that I don't think are less important. It's just that at some point I'm going to make a judgment call in terms of what to not list here, and just mention it for the stream that there is a more comprehensive list out there of other things at doesthedogdie.com if you search for Outer Wilds. So that's everything there. Definitely didn't read that content warning as concerning the death of children and pants. Death of pants is a whole... Huh. That's one of those... It's one of those things that you could use to sound deeper than you meant to. At, like, you know, and so we come to the end of day and the death of pants just when you're getting ready for bed. It sounds much more like regal. That it's just, you just put on your pajamas. All right. With that, let's get into the game. Not to be confused with the dearth of pants, right? That's a completely different situation. This is very good lemonade. It's lemonade with a little bit of lavender in it. Highly recommended. I should probably get my controller turned on because it is difficult to control things without a controller. That's not necessarily true. Like, keyboard and mouse, obviously, exist. And there are many control devices. But in my case, I'm using this. And if it's off, it don't work. That is generally true. We are drinking from Mason Jar's Buddies tonight. There are a few drinks that I irrationally believe taste better coming from Mason Jars, and lemonade is at the top of that list for me. Milk is one of my other ones. I think milk tastes better coming out of a Mason Jar. I don't have any scientific basis for this, but nevertheless. Right. It's interesting to me that the wake up prompt we only get the first time that we start out. When we die and start a new loop inside of a playthrough, it doesn't give us the prompt to wake up. We only do that the first time out in a given session. Alright, before we go anywhere, we haven't gained anything new here, which is actually reassuring. I haven't missed anything. Okay, here we go, you. Pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon was a deeply significant journey for the Nomai. There's more to explore here. I know there is. Do I have anything about where you are? This is all Ash Twin, Ember Twin, yada 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 yada. This is all Timberheart stuff. Nope. This is all just quantum related stuff. Is the purple? Okay. Okay. Blackhole Forge is suspended below the Hanging City. I found a switch in Meltwater District that raises and lowers the forge. The Blackhole Forge District is the highest district in the Hanging City. A Nomai named Poke planned to recreate a new advanced warp core Black Hole Forge, the Nomai crafted the warp cores at the Black Hole Forge before delivering them to Ash Twin. Alright, that all makes perfect sense. We're to explore at the Sunless City, which is interesting. We'll have to go back there at some point. Right, there's still something at Escape Pod 1, which is messing with me. That's more about the Eye of the Universe. Oh, right, there's the Vessel, which is on Dark Bramble, I believe. And that's more about the Interloper. Okay, so nothing here has reminded me where the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is. So we'll just have to wing it. Let's go looking for a gravity cannon. Is that the Quantum Moon again? You just keep, like, you've shown up, I think, at the start of each of the last 5 or 6 runs. Yeah, there they go. There they go again. That's so funny. We're being haunted by the Quantum Moon now. I'm sure if I look back now, it's probably there in so many of, like, the first... Well, we didn't get very far off-world in the first episode, but in the early episodes before I knew about the Quantum Moon... Yep, there it is. I'm sure it was there loads of times before I knew to look for it. And now that I know to look for it, I'm seeing it everywhere. Hey, bud. How you doing? And if we look away, and we look back, and it's gone. I love it. Good stuff. Alright, now then. Jimmy? Alright.
I have a dumb idea to bounce off.
Alright. Ah, now that looks like a gravity cannon. Man, I lost the planet. Doodle. Seriously. Alright, there. Just trying to engage my landing system to make this less awkward. Now, do it the old-fashioned way. Perfect. Okay, now then. Couldn't get myself oriented properly. There we go. Boom. Haha. Alright. First task complete. We found the gravity cannon straight away. Now then. Where does all of this lead? Because if we didn't go down here before, then I'm not convinced that we've actually scoured the nearby areas either. Alright, that goes to the crossroads. Okay, we'll go down there in a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Okay. 8. Love that. Love that for us. Okay. Oh, we have been here. I think we've been here. Did we come down here from above? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Is this the same one? Let's find out. Is this the same one? Alright, so this was a tower of some kind. I think we've been here before. I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to make my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. That's exciting! You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you need to learn. Come see me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The tower is on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. Oh, ha 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 ha. Okay. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. I don't think we've been here before. I think I was thinking of a different projection stone. Path west. Okay, tower's on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. My gratitude for the directions, Bells. I'll see you soon. Path west to the crossroads. Okay. west. Okay. And we were just at a crossroads marker. Whoop. Up a doobar. There we go. Okay, and okay. Good, good. Now, this was the crossroads? Crossroads, okay. There. Alright. Right. The rock shenanigans has already begun. We can trace our path, so we know we're going directly across. Just following the equator here. Or they're just watching the little globe. Yeah. Put down a full oxygen tank. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay, right. Seem to remember this from the first time we visited. And then there was one of these that... Right, okay, this is just the reverse elevator. That's right back off in the distance. There's our map. Now, wasn't there one of these? There's Hanging City. Rather, that's the marker telling us about how to get to the Hanging City. What are you? Gravity cannon, of course. Gosh, it sure is. Alright, let's head back up for a moment. That's cool. Make sure I don't take a wrong turn at Albuquerque here. So if we continue on... Because the first time we were here, I forgot I had a jetpack, so we just didn't take some of these jumps. Means we haven't been over here yet. This is doubling back, which is not going to get us to the other side of the planet. I feel like there was at least near Ryback somewhere. There was one of those like things that went laterally, that went horizontally. So worst case, we'll just head over to Ryback and try and take it. But I think before we make that trek, I'm going to head back to the ship and refuel. Because we had wasted a lot of time going in a circle. Almost very smooth that was. There you go. Now, before we leave this time. Shuttle is currently resting at the Is it? Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. Oops. Goodbye, the ship. Okay, well, we can get your ship. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Right, so then, all right, that's Crossroads is 350 that way. Okay. Before we do that, this shuttle's been on the Quantum Moon. Let's go take a look. What? When the gravity changes, and I'm also trying to like fly at the same time, it's a problem. Selenum! I am here! After watching it wander the skies for so long, I am about to stand, for the first time, on the Quantum Moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the Quantum Moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, as we are. I am ready. Oh, Solanum, I'm so glad it's you. Okay, well, hang on. We know what that does. We know what you are now. Okay. Is that the only thing in here? Well. What does this do? The right one still doesn't appear to do anything. Fuck it. Okay. That definitely reoriented us somehow. Woo! That did something. Okay, each time we're doing that, it's... like... Genuinely can't tell what that's doing. I crashed the shuttle. I crashed a shuttle I don't even know how to fly. Which, to be fair, is most every shuttle. Southern Observatory. Okay, the gravity cannon is the key to everything. Okay, 550 meters this way. Are you the thing? You're the thing I was talking about. It's right behind me. Okay, so... Gravity cannon leads us to the crossroads, which will get us to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. It also leads us to, it seems, the Southern Observatory, if I'm reading that right. We just have to... Oh god, well, that pathway might be gone now. Oh hey, we found our ship. Ooh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Is the Southern Observatory still there? Who's to say? Is this still south? Oh, that's cool. Okay, we're on ice. Ice is good. Southern Observatory's under a glacier. This is a good sign. Now what? Shit. Okay. Oh. Okay, right. Got it. Okay. All right. We can do this. Probably. No. Ooh, no. We ran out of gems. Goodbye. But that's where we go. That's what we go. That's what we do. Okay. All right. Whitehall Station, where are you? All right. At this point, enough of the planet has fallen. Let's just explore while we're here. Ship hull breached, oh no! What will we do? No. Okay, that's just random stuff. Right. It might be too late at this point to reach the Southern Observatory, but we have a heading, and I think I know where the traps are, or in this case, I guess more accurately, the gaps, which is quite cool. I love that getting to the Southern Observatory is a platforming challenge. That seems neat as hell. Wait. And engage the spin. I've never stopped to ask why this one isn't already spinning. Maybe I should. It seems worthwhile. Alright. Our ship is still kaput, which is a problem. We found somewhere near here. If I can get up high enough, I'll remember. Well, I was going to say we found a way inside the planet, but I don't think we need it. Yeah. Yeah. Probably just jump back in and wait for the tower to come to us at this point. Okay, so the good news is that's definitely one of the markers on the map. It's the bridge here in the ice. So, good. Okay, confirmed. Okay. So yeah, the Hanging City is the northern marker. Good, 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 good. Alright, had that right. Gravity Cannon, Southern Observatory, Hanging City. So now I just need to find out where that red tower is in relative space. Oh, there's the gravity cannon. Okay. We could go move the forge. Why not? What will that do for us? Meh. What did it do for us before? Meh. That brings that up there. I guess technically that keeps it out of the hole for longer? I don't think that does anything. I don't know that it doesn't. Any way to get up there from here? I don't think so. What's weird too is that, like, I don't even see a way to get into it. So even if we could get onto the Black Hole Forge, I don't know of a way that we would get inside of it. Hang on, you know what? Here's a tool I keep forgetting we have. Looks everywhere but where we need. Let's put it on the other side. Let's put it like over here. There we go. Nope. I'll get a little closer, I think. Let's get you like there. Yeah, I don't think I see a way in. So unless that's actually doing something by moving up and down, I don't think us being on it is making a difference. Or is going to make a difference, you know, for us. What about trying to get it onto this surface? Alright. Huh. There we go. That's kind of the angle I was looking for. Yeah. I don't even think we can land on that, really. Not in any meaningful way. Okay, well, that'll save us a loop of trying in vain to get up there. Eh? Yeah. Don't see an opening. Unless I'm missing it, which is possible. Or we're doing our best, like, oceanography stuff here, and let's right off the ice wall, yeah. There we go. Nah. Yeah. So far, this game hasn't been, like, deeply subtle with its things like entrances. And if it is, it'll give us a note somewhere telling us about it, so definitely we'll come back to it. Yeah, okay, alright, cool. So we can give up on that idea, which is nice. Hey, it does look like that's a death drop. Close enough to it. Alright. Hey. Let's go look for the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Is it... Woo. Hang on. Hold, please. Woo. Yeah. Hey, veteran. Is anything really a death drop when you have a jetpack? When the jetpack has a very limited amount of boost, yeah. Oh, that's the end of the world. Okay, so it won't really matter if we find the thing now. But hey, we can watch the sun from out here. This is the most unobstructed view we're gonna get. Is that Giant Steep? That is Giant Steep. Yeah. The Quantum Moon out here? I mean, I assume it is, but like, can we find it in time? Also, let me see if I can find the tower. Just while I'm floating out here. I'm finding lots of cool things, just none of them really go anywhere anymore, because, you know, whole planet gone. Goodbye, Scout. Tell us how it looks. Now that's how you roast a marshmallow. Oh, look at that. The sun takes a great selfie. Emergency scout recall activated? Yeah, we wouldn't want to lose the scout. That'd be terrible. Amazing. Okay, but that tells us that very much like on Ember Twin, the gravity cannon is the, like, focal point. There were signs from that led to the Southern Observatory, another sign that led to the Crossroads, which, thanks to that note, we found also leads us to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge before everything goes to crap. So, okay, cool. So that's the thing we need. And now I'm confident that we cannot get into the Black Hole Forge. I still don't know if moving the Black Hole Forge does anything? But if we get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, maybe we'll learn more about what that does. So let's not rush it. Oops, upsy daisy. Upsy daisy. And we're going to the Richless Hollow. Down. Autopilot. Time for drink. We can't know what's in the Tower of Quantum Knowledge until we get in there and observe it. Funny and true. I love how comically big, in a, like, the Little Prince kind of way, the volcanoes on Brittle Hollow's moon are. Okay. There's the Southern Observatory. Wow, you can just see a whole chunk immediately falling. We just got here and there's already big chunks of the planet falling in. Like, that kicks off right away. It was near here, and it was kind of in a divot. It wasn't that. We did explore that city. There it is. Now this time, I need to not launch my own ship out of the gravity cannon. There, because I would like to get my ship back. Okay. Yep. Let's try the Southern Observatory route again, which I think was this one? Yes. Okay. Again, we're traveling along the equator, so... There. And this is the platforming challenge. I wonder where that other path goes, actually. One thing at a time. There. Zoop. Okay. So far, so good. Up. There. Going this way. This way. Okay, there. And then over here. Whoop, whoop, no. Okay. Good. And then this time straight across. Whoop. Okay. There we go. Oxygen. Good. We found the fallen bits there. Guess we're going here. That's what the light's trying to tell us. Okay. Alright. Demonstrated a loop. We can go down. Does down help? Doesn't seem to. We go up. Aha! We can go up. Okay. Alright. Here. To here. Actually, just right back to this platform. We go, yeah, up to here. There. Whoop! Alright. Southern Observatory? I presume? Oh, it sure looks like it. It sure looks like it. Hello? Hello? Were you studying Giant's Deep here? Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep. They're the same color, it was pretty easy. to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It is now clear that there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Kanoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone, but was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. Okay, can we step in one? Whoop! Okay, that's the up-in model. And then that's the down model. So when we go to Giant's Deep, now we'll have a model to go on. Oh, that's neat. Hello? Hello? Yes, yes, yes. Protection stone. Giant's Deep stone, hey? Okay. Okay, alright. And then we put it here. Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kanoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Gravity Cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay, so now that we're here, we may also be able to get to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge from here. Neat. Well, we're already here, so let's just mine it for everything we've got so that we don't have to come back. Just gonna take a moment. Hello, Quantum Moon! We were just thinking about you. Hi there. How you doing? Just lurking in the sky. Ah. Alright. That's the twins. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, let's bring you back down. Okay. Timber Hollow, or Timber Hearth, pardon me. Wow. We do both. What do we get an orbital path for? Yes. Yes. Stop that. Giant's Deep. There's us. And I assume... Oh, that's the Eye of the Universe. Right, okay, so here's everybody else. And then the moment you put the Eye of the Universe on it, it's constantly shifting. Actually, wait. That also makes this appear. Unable to determine orbit. No signal detected matching any known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. Got it. Got it. There's something behind us. Love this music. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the Eye's signal to the star system, but we were unable to warp to the Eye itself. The locator we built on the Attlerock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the Eye's signal. Hypothesis: the Eye has stopped emitting its signal. Suppose the Eye doesn't wish to be found. Cassava, how can you suggest that? The Eye's signal called out to summon us to the star system. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the Eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Based on our knowledge of the Quantum Moon, we believe the Eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Mm-hmm. Nice bench. Ah, we're standing over the cyclones. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? We know that the eye looks like... We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send it a probe. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except where the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we couldn't find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? Interesting. Interesting. Well. Doop. Blop. Oh, and then there's a door. Love a door. Let me catch up with y'all. I've been catching up on lore. Was this really necessary? No. But also, yes. I really wanted to build a model. Listen, when you have spare departmental funding, to launch our probe, we'll need some sort of probe launching mechanism. It may seem tautological, but it's still worth stating. Ooh. I'm here! I did it! Oh wait, this is probably Feldspar. I'm here. I did it. I put the ship down safely. In that the ship went down, and I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. I feel like Feldspar and I are going to get along great. No reason. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would barely have laughed at me, I bet. Oh, it's not Feldspar. Who is this? That's the good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way inside the structure yet. Oh, this is probably Ryback. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now, if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator and try to find a way down. All right, back. Oh, hey. Ryback ship. Well. Neat. Well, that's the Southern Observatory. And a host of new info. And that's the gravity cannon way over there. Problematic. We'll probably have to wait to the next loop before we can get our way to... Well, there's a trailhead near here to get to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, but that's vague. I'm betting it's one of the other... Is it one of the other warps? Or is it the... God, I don't even know. We got the instruction that if we head to the crossroads, it's on the opposite side from where the note was. So if I start from the gravity cannon, hello, that was cool, and head to the crossroads and just start working around from there, we'll probably be able to find it. But that's fun every time. Oh, is that our other? Is this our other, is this our Tower of Quantum Knowledge? If so, this might also... I think it is. Oh. That was a fatal wound, hey? I feel like we've taken bigger hits than that, but I guess if we take it to the dome, maybe that is severe enough. We've been in there before. That's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Yes, okay, I remember that now. Yes, that is... Okay, then that's the 4th point on our map. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay. Do recognize that. The glimpse that I got of the inside of it, I remember walking around in it. Because I think that's actually where we first learned about the Quantum Moon. In which case... What didn't we get from there the first time? Oh no, we've been inside of it because it fell inside of the thing. But now we know where it is in the thing. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Alright. Alright, so this is telling us about... Right, so these are all green because of Giant's Deep. That's good, that's good. I like the color coding. Okay, there's something else to find in the shuttle. Everything in the gravity cannon. Alright, but if that's the tower, then now we know where it is. Whoop, and we just know to not try to drop in on it. Because again, our jetpack is not very good. Which I think is mostly the game telling you not to just try to, like, platformer it. What is that? Oh, that's Dark Bramble. It's just way out there. And down. Let's get a little below Timber Hearth so we don't crash into it with the autopilot. Hot damn. Alright. We're on a roll. Got the gravity cannon. Got to the Southern Observatory. We might actually get to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We might just have a clean sweep of a night. That always feels good. Before we do this, I gotta remember... Alright, so... One of you guys... Crash escape pod. I think this one is the one. Is this the one that's here? It's hard to tell because they're kind of mixed up. Where's escape pod? Escape pod 2 is here. If we have time, let's hit escape pod 1. It's like right there. Yeah, alright. Let's just go. It's right here. It's right here. We got time. We got time. Gently. So I can't remember which one is which, but we have this thing. Okay, this is one. Alright. And I think this is the one that the log is telling us there's more to be found. Both here and in the settlement below it. There we go. That landing at the same time that we just happened to, like, gently alight was distressing. It's like in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when the librarian is doing the stamps at the same time that he's trying to, like, break into the lower floors. Mission imminent, escape pod 3, yada yada. Okay, we've seen all that before. Oh, ship lock updated. Maybe we haven't seen all that before. Alright, which part of that did I not read carefully? Scanning internal environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities. Detected pockets of breathable air. Verdict hospitable. Vessel has been mortally injured. Oh, maybe I didn't read this top one. Because we didn't know about the vessel before. And then there's... Hey, bonk. Okay, that's cool. Whee! No, come on! What a way to show you that the bridges are brittle. Have ejecting the pod door actually break one. I think this is how we made it to the city the first time. There we go. That's how we met Ryback. Let me get that flashlight back on. There we go. Should not wander far, yada yada yada. Okay, this is the temporary settlement, so we missed at least one thing of lore in here somewhere. Da. I think we've seen all this before. Migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. Use gravity crystals to craft a stable path. Right, I do remember this. And then we have all the gravity crystals that we immediately took away from here. Let's just go house by house here. Here's everything we can control about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. Signal was held within the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. Okay, I think we knew this part. It's hard to miss the Eye of the Universe emblem in this house. I'm almost certain we were here. So which of these houses did I not go to? Oh. There's something in there. I bet we missed whatever that is. We have to get it from, like, underneath. Oh, yeah. Something down there. Okay. Ooh. Ew. Okay. How do we safely get down there? Let's go up to go down. Okay, we'll go here. Go here. Okay. Hardest part of this tragedy, not knowing we may have lost. Hardest part to come later. Right, I remember that. So we heard about Lucy Mallory before we really knew who they were. Okay. Oxygen. Okay, and then they're down here. Ooh, okay. I don't think we've been here. Can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the Eye of the Universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. Alright, and this is like a map of Dark Bramble. I'm guessing, just from the, brambles. Yee. Oh, I have the universe signal. Neat. Also terrifying, but, somewhat neat. Oh, this way. We didn't find this. We didn't take any of these bridges either. Go this one first. Whoop. I have acquired a hypothesis. I'm gonna put that over here on my hypothesis shelf. I love having a hypothesis shelf. I feel like that aptly describes a mental construct I have when I take in a number of pieces of media. We can hear the other escape pod's distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. Oh. And... Alright, got that. Okay, see more... That's the same place, okay. That's that. We zigzag this way to here. Yeah, I think the one time that we came to the settlement was when we met Ryback, and I took the, gravity trail up and out, so we didn't really exhaustively explore. So we missed a lot of this. That's brought us back up here. Is this the same here, or a new here? I whoop. Whoa, no, too far, too much. I went too high. There. This is the same here. Remember this tree. Ah, and then there are these things. Free refill. Good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Well then. Let's see where this path of gravity stones will get us this late in the cycle. Probably not very far. Okay, I get it. I'm a little late to be taking this path. Fine. I understand. Should have gone this way sooner. Pretty sure if I jetpack while upside down, we're just gonna leave the wall completely behind, right? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And Black Hole Forge, goodbye! Well, it was worth a shot. Hey, Interloper, how you doing? Alright. Well, we got, a lot of important information. Can we really be ourselves without anyone else around? That's a real one-hand clapping sort of situation. Ooh. In this house, we noticed the emblem of the Eye of the Universe. But oddly enough, we defy the laws of thermodynamics. That actually seems to describe the Nomai remarkably well. Both of those statements, really. This one. There we go. Voila. In we go. Down we go. Well, I'm at least... I'm feeling very successful at having found the Southern Observatory, and at least confident that I can now recognize the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. So that even if we don't get to it tonight, I know how to... Let me start over. If I know the shape of a thing, then I feel much more confident being able to get to it. When I couldn't remember what the dang thing looked like, I felt a lot more hopeless about my chances of being able to get back to it. But just that brief glimpse of it, I'm like, aha, we have been here before, which I knew objectively we had been here before, but now I've got a fresher memory of what it looks like without having to go back and watch like VOD from episode 2 or 3 or whatever it was that we chanced upon it at the end of the cycle. Somewhere around here, there's a random bit of like water flowing into the earth, and that's the secret way down. Is it here? Yes. Or somewhere near here. Follow the water, we'll get to the little hole in the glacier. Yes, here we go. There. Yep, perfect. And so as not to break every bone, tiny Hearthian body. There. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That's okay. That was fine. There was an elevator that we were supposed to activate at the top, and we did not do that thing. But it turns out, it's okay. Now we're in the city again. I don't actually think helps us. We've done everything we need to do in the city, and I don't remember how to get from the city to the gravity cannon, which is a problem. The bridge was the key. Is there enough bridge left? Boy, it sure doesn't look like it. What are the odds we can jetpack over that thing, huh? Let's find out. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Pretty good, it seems. Alright. Alright. We haven't seen another Hearthian in a while, and I've forgotten whether or not they resemble Kerbals. A little bit, actually. I chose the wrong path. It's okay. We fixed it. It's okay. It's fine. We fixed it. Hey, speaking of other Hearthians, how you doing, Ryback? This way. Where was the... Is this the crossroads? Are we at the crossroads? Will I meet you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely? Bone Thugs and Harmony was a hell of a time. Let's see. Now that takes us to Funky Town. That takes us to the thing. Now that I know what it looks like, let's go back here. Does anyone else know the sun is exploding? Well, we know that Chert, who is the drummer on the Ember Twin, is well aware that the sun is exploding and is having a real crisis about it, which is understandable considering. But so far, I think Chert's the only person that we've met who is aware of the crisis. And we've told Chert that it's okay because it's a time loop. And Chert, unfortunately, does not believe us. Okay, there it is. That's what we're trying to get to. Okay. So, when there's more crust, we'll just try to get from here to there. Or, we could watch, and the moment that slides into the thing, we go in after it. Which doesn't seem like the worst plan under current circumstances. Wow, that was cool. Whoops. It was too cool. I was lured by the cool. The cool sucked me in. The cool tricked me. It's fine. We get some oxygen and then come right back out. I have a suspicion that when we get to, like, Dark Bramble and meet Feldspar, assuming that I'm correct about Feldspar being on Dark Bramble, which seems like a high percentage shot at the moment, that Feldspar and or Gabbro know something about what's going on. But, Esker and Ryback sure did. And nobody on Timberhearts seemed to. And we haven't met any alive Nomians. I don't know why I came down here. It's already spinning. Also, I didn't actually need to come in here at all. I just needed oxygen. Well, I needed to come in here, but I didn't need to, like, stay. Just needed to get a little bit of... Please. Just needed to get... Come here. A little bit of... a top off. Thank you. Back road for the quote. Alright, now then. Right back out. Let's see if I can find the bit of the planet with a tower on it. Or I could try to intercept. How far away is the interloper? No, that's almost 2 kilometers away and moving. I don't think I'm going to be able to intercept the interceptor. As fun as that would be. Alright, let's just hang out here and look for... It's a big tower. It should be pretty easy to spot, even amongst the bits. I like that we can select individual pieces, but it won't actually tell us what they are. So, like, I can lock onto that. What is it? I don't know. It sure is a chunk of something. Okay, there's another big piece coming through. Try not to get collided with. Like, there was a still intact piece of, like, lava chunk that just came through. That was nice. Alright, that's just a piece of infrastructure. That is not the tower we're looking for. Is that it? That might be it. Or is that the station? Actually, let me do that again. That might be our ship. No, that's the station. Okay. Bit hard to see. Let's see. Okay. Doing way too much adjusting back and forth out here. We'll just float for a spell as we wait. Should have set a timer. Aha! Aha! There we go. Alright, so this is the maximum amount of time that we'll have using this method. This kind of cheesy method of getting into the tower. But I haven't heard the music yet, so... ha. Ooh, neat. Okay. Now then. Welcome, Solenum. Your arrival here means you've completed your preparations on Giant's Deep and are ready to depart for the Quantum Moon. Whoop, whoop. Okay, just feather it. On your pilgrimage, the Quantum Moon will carry you, just as it carried me and many in our clan before me, to the moon's sixth and most secret location. Oh, okay. You'll be aided in your pilgrimage by the shrine our clan built on the Quantum Moon. They have a shrine there? Okay. But remember this final rule. To explore the sixth location, the shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Okay, good to know. Be curious on your journey. The shrine must be on the moon's north pole. Okay. Alright, there's a scroll around here somewhere that we need to... There it is. It's way down there. Shit. Nope, please. Please. We were doing so well. Come on. Here. Just gently. Where's that scroll? Where? There you are. Yep. Very gently. Come on. Here. If you're here to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, you are almost prepared to set out on this deeply significant journey. Before you do, pause and remember your history. We make this journey not only for ourselves, but also to honor the members of our clan who came before us, those who, after the crash that brought them to this star system, became stranded on Brittle Hollow and on Ember Twin. With no communication between these two groups of survivors, these Nomai looked upward from two different planets and saw the same wandering moon visiting their skies. It was this moon, the Quantum Moon, that kept their curiosity alive during this long period of hardship. After the two divided groups were able to reunite, it became our clan's united goal to find and visit the Quantum Moon. This took time, and many Nomai who dreamed of seeing the Quantum Moon died before we discovered... Hello? Before we discovered how to make the journey. Nope, come on. Yeah? Give me the thing. When you reach the Quantum Moon, recall these Nomai and carry their curiosity onward with you. Okay, to reach the sixth location, it has to be on the North Pole. That's the most important thing we learned here. I don't see any other scrolls at the moment. Let's see if there's another one down here. Alright, there's gotta be a chip somewhere in here. No, that's the wrong one. There should be a chip. Is it here? Is it here? Is this? No, we read that. We read that the first time we were here. Oh, there's a chip reader. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the disc? Give me the disc. Where are you? Where are you, you glowy little prick? I don't see it. Oh, I see. The reader is here. Yeah, so there's something that we can plug into those two. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Nope. Okay. So there's one last thing to find in here. I just don't know where it is. Thank you, Bob. But we've got most of the information we need from here. There's the disc. Is the disc even in here? Interesting. Okay, well, all right. We did everything initially on my list, although we did have to use the cheese method to get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We know where it's at, so if I can get back to Brittle Hollow with time, we can get there and actually explore it the proper way. Speaking of time, we have 9 minutes left, so that's not going to happen this stream, but I tell you, the other thing I mentioned, now I understand why you weren't worried about oxygen. There was also trees at the top, so I was constantly, every time I floated back up, I was refilling, which is good, because when we run out of fuel, we burn oxygen for propellant. But yeah, I was much more worried about time, which we had more of than I thought, which I'm happy about. But I mentioned at the start that if we had like 10 minutes left at the end here, that I would take one more crack at trying to find something on the interloper, and we have almost exactly 10 minutes left, so that's what I'm gonna do. So the thing that I realized I was misremembering when we last went to the interloper looking for a way inside of the thing, because there are subsurface readings. The note that we actually got about the Nomai who went to the interloper, let's wait for it to clear the sun before we set an intercept course. There we go. Is that the fissure that they were exploring is actually on the sunward side of the comet. And they parked their shuttle on the back, which is also where I parked and when I recalled the shuttle, where I went looking for the fissure. But the sunward side, as we passed by the sun, is actually on like the smooth surface, which I thought we had walked all around. But the shortcuts that we found on Ember Twin and now on Brittle Hollow have taught me that openings in this game can be very tiny. So I'm gonna take another look, just walking around the smooth surface of the hello, autopilot. You alright there, bud? Do you need to try that again? Okay, there you go. it was just like, I missed. So yeah, I'm gonna try this again, checking on a different spot, essentially. And also trying to park our ship a bit more snugly. There. There we go. Alright, there's their ship. Now, I don't strictly know what the sunward side is until we're literally passing the sun, which I'd rather not be doing while I'm here. There we go. So I'm trying to do this, you know, while we're far away from the sun. It's tricky, is what I'm saying. It's going to be an interesting sort of exercise. But I think it's somewhere around this area. It might be tricky to find. We have like 5 minutes, so that sounded like cracking ice. In fact, exactly what it sounded like. Okay, alright. We might be too close to the sun now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run to the lee side, run to the lee side. No, no, stay with the comet, stay with the comet. Please stay with the comet. That's fine, that's fine. We can take a little damage to our knees. The important thing is, if we got a little bit of meltiness on the sun side, then maybe that changed the surface makeup. Oh yeah, our ship definitely left again, but like we're ending the stream without even ending the loop properly this time. This is just pure exploration now. I'm either finding a way into the interloper or dying on it. There is no third option. Okay. That's still over there. It's made more difficult by the fact that most of my exploration has been done by, like, trying to go up and get a bird's eye view, and if I do that on a comet, I'm going to immediately achieve escape velocity. So I'm having to do all of this at ground level, which is not I'm just going in a circle now, which is not particularly efficient, I find. But it definitely made a sound like it was melting. Whee! And we can slide. First one, then the other. Whee! Yahoo! This is very video game ice physics, and I kind of love it. Alright, so I'm just gonna check out every corner here. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, that's every corner. There. Let's take us right back down. Where's the sun? Sun's over there. Okay. Very far away. But the melting, hopefully, has already been accomplished. Take just short hops and back down. Short hops and back down. Okay. Hops. Okay, so that's definitely the ravine that they were talking about. So we've got the right area now. But I'm not finding a hole in the ravine. We have to let... Does the interloper orbit the sun again? Maybe that's it. Maybe we have to let the interloper go past the sun twice so that the ice melts a second time? Ooh. Ooh. That'd be interesting. Are we actually... That's, because I'd kind of been assuming that the interloper does the thing that comets usually do, which is zoop, and then just back out to deep space. But if it's actually, like, in a stable orbit, and will come back around again, you know, within 22 minutes, which would be, let's be honest, ludicrously fast for a comet. That would be interesting. But okay, so that explains the ravine. Okay, well, this hasn't really answered the question of how we get into the place. Unless what we need to do is combine our last two ideas, which is go to the Ember Twin, use the gravity cannon to recall the ship, then come out here and wait for the comet to pass the sun so that where the ship was in the ice melts. So we'd have to get to the Ember Twin and recall the ship before the interloper passes the sun. Which it did pretty early on in the cycle, so we'd have to be quick. But I think that's doable. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the thing. Now that we know that the ice level goes down when it passes the sun, if it does that all over the comet, then maybe that's it. If we remove the ship first, comet passes the sun and the ice reduces, and then we go back to the comet, so that the burn happens with no ship embedded in the ice. Maybe that creates a hole? I don't know. Or maybe it has to go the other way. We'll find out next time on Outer Wilds. For now, we're calling it there, because we're all out of time. That's it. We're done. But hey, we got everything on our agenda, even the bonus item. You can't see that because the camera washes out pencil really easily. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. That was it. That was the whole list. Cool. So next time, I want to go back to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge to see if we can find the little, I can't remember what they're called, the little data disk thing, because there's two places to put it. If it's even in the tower at all, which it might not be. And then maybe we'll try the interloper another time with this new theory I've got. We might just keep punting the comet mystery down the road until it becomes absolutely necessary. I might just open with the Tower of Quantum Knowledge thing and then immediately just head to our next planet and we'll finally get to Giant's Deep, because at this point I think we've done the big hits on the Ember Twin and Brittle Hollow. So yeah, I think it's time to hit Waterworld. And now that we've been to the Southern Observatory, we know that there's an up B cyclone and a down cyclone. So there's a Charybdis that we have to worry about, which might explain what happened to Gabbro now that I think about it. And there's the Leviathan, I think, that we heard mention of, which might just be a fishtail, but the way this game is going, probably not. Yeah, so that's the plan next time, is a quick wrap-up of the Tower of Quantum Knowledge and then off to Giant's Deep. And everyone's favorite, a video game water level. You know how much people love those, right? Wait, hang on, I'm getting some new information. Oh. Well, that'll be next time. We'll be back with more of this Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, check out the rest of the schedule at schedule.truck.community. Has our whole stream team with what they're getting up to on their respective channels, with links to those channels, as well as what they're streaming, on what days, at what times, and we update that it's at some point every Sunday, so you have an idea of what's coming up for the week ahead. We probably still got, I would guess, at least 2 or 3 more weeks of this. And yeah, New planet time. I'm excited to meet Gabbro. I'm a little terrified of Giant's Deep also. And then when we're done with that, we finally have to go to Dark Bramble. I'm very terrified of that place. But we don't have to worry about that tonight. That'll be Monday. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend ahead. I don't see Alice in the chat at the moment, so we will hold off on the raid for now. But in a little bit, hang out, and you may see a host heading over to twitch.tv/SquareLily. If Alice ends up being up for doing possibly more Final Fantasy XIV, the Hildebrand quests of Heavensward, or maybe some other shenanigans tonight, depending on if she has the energy and stuff for it, and their network is good. Many factors. For all of us these days, it feels like, but for them in particular. So, yeah. Otherwise, again, just check out the schedule to see what's broadly coming up for our whole group in the days and nights ahead. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much again, and I will hope to catch you next time. Good night.